Hello there, my name is Bee, and welcome to my art channel. I'm sure that if you've spent any amount of time on the art side of the internet, you've probably seen videos like this. That one is by Sam Does Arts, but there are many, many, many more. And a few days ago, I decided I wanted to make a video trying some. And if you clicked on this video, you already know that this is that video. The first one I tried was this one by rb.art.y. I got a female character with this weird, almost alien-like skin. She gets big eyes with lightly colored lashes, and her eye color is pink. Short, spiky hair for the style, and a light pastel blue for the color. Her accessory is a very angry-looking kitten, and her outfit is, however you would describe this. The pants and jacket kind of remind me of grunge, but she has a turtleneck, which I have never associated with grunge, ever. I don't know what you would call this. I'm not super into the clothing side of the internet, even though I'm trying to learn some more to practice my clothing drawing skills. Side tangent. Anyways, I get alien vibes from her. Even the outfit makes me think she's kind of trying to fit in with the human race and doesn't really get how to match outfits. By the way, sorry if this is your clothing style. I just don't feel like it matches for me. Maybe I'm just woefully out of style. It's very likely. Like, maybe that's the point of the outfit? I don't know, I'm more of a casual/casual goth girly. I decided to draw her floating to allude to some alien powers that I'll explain later. I considered doing a background, but since I'm not great at those yet, a decent looking one would take forever, and I'm lazy. If I end up doing a background, I'll show you later. I draw my sketches in different colors until I'm ready to do the final line art. I do wish I kept the original expression since she looks a little more lost and confused. I feel like that's how an alien would feel. I recently watched the new Spider-Man movie and I love the villain. Slight spoilers, if you haven't seen it, skip to here to avoid them. Last chance. Okay, so the villain, not naming her, has psionic powers, focusing on telekinesis and telepathy. I feel like psychic powers are crazy cool. The skin markings are the obvious tell that she's an alien, so she projects an idea into everyone's mind that she's just a normal-looking human. Powerful enough that it can even affect technology. Since technology and your brain work kind of similarly on electrical impulses, I know with our brains, like hormones and other biological stuff features into that. So I think her control on technology is way weaker than her control of the mind, but she can still affect it to some degree. She can float, move objects mentally, manipulate minds, and again, to an extent, technology. Her human form projection affects cameras, and she can temporarily travel through internet servers. Temporary since technology is still different from nature, and the connection takes a lot more effort. My backstory idea for her is a little cliche. Some apocalyptic event swept over her homeworld, and she, among a select few of her kind, escaped to wander the cosmos in search of a new home. She landed on Earth, trying to build a new life for herself. She doesn't really understand humans or the strange, fluffy creatures she found rooting through her trash, but she's trying. The challenge didn't tell me what her shoes should look like, so I made them match her hair. I did alter the original colors slightly. I didn't think they matched her palette. The heavy green jacket does remind me of nature. I think on her home planet, her kind communicate deeply with nature, and that's a connection she misses. She spends much of her time in the forest, letting her soul resonate with the living creatures around her, desperately trying to form a connection with her new home. Maybe a part of her story arc would be realizing that to be truly home, she must form bonds with the sentience of Earth, not just the plant and animal life. Maybe she finds a human friend who feels just as lost as her, though probably for less world-ending reasons. The two could form more friendships, and through their journey learn to heal. The angry little cat kind of reminds me of my little sister, and my little sister has heterochromia, meaning two different eye colors. So I gave her the same thing, though in different colors than my sister has, because cats can have heterochromia too, and I think it's more common in cats. I just see it more often there. My sister's hair is usually at least half dyed, So I made the cat have multiple fur colors and made her a calico since they're really cute. I like the idea of this wrathful furball trying to protect the character from some big threat and with her having to be like, no, honey, I got this, with like an epic fight scene afterwards. I don't know, it just seems cute to me. And here she is, my powerful, confused alien girl looking for her place in the universe. Next up, of course, is this one by Samda's Arts, the inspo for this video. I'm drawing another girl because I don't feel like drawing guys, and as I said, I'm feeling lazy. Her skin tone is this red color. She got a traditional robe for an outfit. Her eyes are closed. She has long hair with a bow in the back. Eye color doesn't really matter since they're closed, though I probably should have gotten one anyways if I'm going to be keeping this character. Or maybe her eyes are just always closed. And lastly, these demon horn looking things. So let's go. The outfit gives me Japanese yokai vibes, so I added a katana. I think you can get a sword in the pause challenge, but that one was more of a medieval style, and this is a katana, so it's not cheating. She looks to me like a warrior who's grown weary of the life of violence. Like I said before, she looks like a yokai, supernatural beings from Japanese folklore. You can probably tell I'm into anime. Many of these beings are ghosts, demons, or mischievous/malicious shapeshifters. Very few of them that I could find are truly benevolent. When she was younger, this character probably believed that her only choice in life was to fight other yokai and feed on humans, which is something a lot of yokai canonically in their folklore do. Maybe when she went on her first human hunt and took her first life, she realized that she couldn't stomach eating a person. They're already gone, but she decides she won't desecrate their body and instead gives them a proper burial. Maybe she decides to turn her blade around to protect humans in a penance for her previous sins. Side note, this is a Samda's Arts challenge, and he has a thing for white hair for some reason. I don't know, something about him liking grandmas. That's a joke. Please don't come at me, Samda's Arts fans. But with the blue clothes and the red skin, I was a little worried about turning her into an American flag. Or French. But with this specific shade of red and the deep navy blue, I don't think it does. I still made the hair gray instead of pure white just to be safe. Anyway, after she buries the person, they come back, but as a ghost. In my version, monsters like this character feed on humans to absorb their lives and gain strength from their soul energy. But since she killed them and didn't consume them, their lives are still bonded, just differently than if she'd just, eaten them. I'm sorry if this character is a little bit gross. I'll add a warning at the beginning of this. The ghost is, of course, rightly angry at first, and she works to make amends with them. She turns her blade on the other demons, ending them so that the spirits they've stolen can finally move on to the other side. The pair eventually form a shaky alliance as they both want to help the other victims of attacks. Maybe they grow to trust each other and form a deep friendship. Also, I think my character will decide that she can't eat any sort of flesh, so she's a vegetarian now. If I were to draw her again, I think I'd add the ghost of her first and only victim. I think the final arc for this character would be something like trying to find a way to free the ghost from her. That way they can move on and finally be at peace. Is both of them dying the only way, like with the other spirits? Or is there another way out? I don't know. I'll come up with it later. I do also feel like my character names are a little weird, so if you have any ideas, let me know. Otherwise, I will continue naming them weird little things. And ta-da! My art skills could definitely use work, especially in rendering, but I like them. Let me know which one is your favorite. I think mine is the yokai demon girl. I am a sucker for Japanese folklore. And that's it for now. Thanks, guys. Bye!